everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we should look to the war up front. The Seahawks are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against the Rams front seven that will need to be up to the test.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the D looking like they may blitz. Forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And Hill running right through it. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 30. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bobby Wagner in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here we go. Black round.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. In motion, the tight end. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right, and he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big run there by Gurley. 58 yards on the ground. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Decision as he stopped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's go. One, black round. Black round. Black round. Black round.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They get back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
An update from Denver. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now, we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. James has got it. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Jeff Locke now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Black round. Black round.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 40 yards.
Let's go.
On first and goal, Gurley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Another try on second down with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Seattle. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now Gurley staying down. Oh, let's hope he's all right. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And his kick here is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking.
There he goes, left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter in Denver, and the Texans have scored to add on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Dancing to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter. Number 4. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Let's go. 190.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. 38.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Here we go.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. He finds an opening past the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come out here in the I. Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Handoff looking right. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room at the 30. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. Bulldozes past him and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run the counter now on 1st down, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily.